India is more than dirty streets, narrow alleys, and run-down buildings. Good morning from New Delhi. Yeah, this is my 5th day in India right now. So I've just done a checkout and walking towards the New Delhi train station to secure a ticket to Agra later on. I'm not sure whether the New Delhi station will entertain me popping by getting last minute ticket. Let's see. So this is how much it costs. From Delhi to Agra, it costs 980, and from Agra to Jhansi, the ticket is 780. Yeah, so total 1,007 rupees that I pay out at this train reservation. A common sight in India, people waiting for their chai to be prepared. Indian chai is pretty interesting. That's provided you can take sweetness. I think people who doesn't like too sweet may not like it, but for me who has got a sweet tooth, that's very nice to drink. These are very beautifully carved architecture. Oh, you naughty monkey. Wow, look at the nice squonky buildings around me. Very colonial style, very clean. It's unlike the Delhi that I showed you yesterday. Yeah, I believe this is the new part of India, the New Delhi part. Yeah. So I think once you cross the New Delhi station, so to the north is the old Delhi part, to the south is the new Delhi part. India is more than dirty streets, narrow alleys, and run-down buildings. So where am I now? I'm in Delhi's Connaught place. So this is considered the high place in this Delhi. So what you can see is that you can see a lot of brands in there, nice buildings, colonial buildings, and there is a park in there, which I'm going there now. Connaught Place has a circular garden right in the middle of this neighborhood. Beautiful flowers, quiet. Wow, look at the flowers. Of course, there are people stepping into the garden. I mean, try not to do that. Lots of flowers here. Yeah, this place is very much India that we rarely see. I'm sure there are other places, other modern places, like the office building, like the glass building in India. So I mean, it's just the same as any other old cities. Okay, so they do have a old part of the city which is a little bit run down, and of course there is also a new side of the places in all city. I think, yeah, of course India or New Delhi for that matter is no exception. So this is quite a nice place. If you happen to pass by Connaught Place, just give it a visit. Connaught Place is surrounded by a concentric rings of buildings, colonial styles. Yeah, so it goes round and round the Connaught Place. So what you see here at this building, you can see a lot of branded stuff. Yeah, things that a lot of high-ended places, the shopping areas, even the restaurants are here. No, I'm not.
That should survive very good cleaning wash.
Thank you.
A nice cleaning. It's clean.
It is clean. Yeah, thank you. Well, that reminds me of the shoe clean, debacle. I don't want to call it scams because if it never happened to me, then probably I would not just make a judgment here. So look at this. The shops, Peppa Jeans, Van Hessen's, all the big names you can find here. So this is a concentric ring concept. So I'm just walking in a concentric circle manner around the garden. It's a nice change from all the disorderness of the old Delhi. Yeah, so I think this part of the Delhi is quieter, is definitely cleaner. And if you are only interested in big names to shop in, this is the place. Currently walking from Connaught Place to the India Gate. Look at the high rise. Finally able to see a lot of high rise buildings here in India. To venture at this part of the Delhi neighborhood, the new and modern Delhi. So over here, you don't get to hear honking tutus, honking cars, honking rickshaw. Yeah. So generally, I think it's pretty good. It's a very good feeling, a very good break from the past 4 days. Oh, speaking of which, too soon. Yeah, but the pavement is wide, so you can safely walk on the pavement rather than me walking on the road. Yeah, I think in a smaller, older part of the city, I do have to walk in the middle of the road because the roadside is all filled with goods, and then the grounds are a little bit uneven. So that's the reason why I walk in the middle of the road rather than at the pavement. There's even a mosque right in the middle of a traffic circle. That's very interesting and cool. I'm still walking towards the Indian Gate. I don't know how long the journey is, but I don't think it will be that far. When you think of India, or specifically New Delhi, what would you think of? Or buildings that will remind you of New Delhi? First is the Red Fort. Yeah, typically I think whenever we see New Delhi or India on the TV screen, okay, so there's this Red Fort. And then the second one, okay, is where I'm going to go to right now. I'm very near there. So that's the India Gate. Yeah. So this is the India Gate compound. So the India Gate commemorates the World War I soldiers were killed in World War I. Yes, that's the India Gate. It's almost like Arc de Triomphe of Paris. Right in front of the India Gate, you can see an Indian soldier doing a salutation towards the India Gate. Yeah, this is to commemorate World War I people, soldiers who have died in the World War. So let me walk towards the India Gate. Hello. Hi. It seems that we can't walk through the India Gate. If we can't walk through, then we just walk around it. Walking around the India Gate. We are not even supposed to get close to the matter really. So the straight road all the way through the gate and to the end of the road there, that's the Parliament House, India Parliament House. Unfortunately, you can't see anything right now because it's covered by smoke. This is the place to do a selfie. Okay, let me do it here. Going back in time. Alright, I have to leave this place now, heading for my next destination. So this is another gate in Old Delhi by the name of Sher Shah Gate. There are 14 gates around Old Delhi. So this is another one. Yesterday I was at Kashmir. So this is Sher Shah Gate. Right, that's the official entrance. Let's see if we can gain access into the complex. Oh, it's very Mongol style. So there's a pond over here, and then followed by, I suppose this is the mosque. Can't see any tourists at all. Yeah, because this is not a designated tourist place. Yeah, the mosque is right in there. You need to take off your shoe before going in. No, I think I'm just kind of giving it a pass. Yeah. just happened to pass by, walk past this place, and thought, yeah, it's a very nice place. Because yesterday I've been to one of the ancient gate, so this is the other one. Leaving this place now. Feel like walking back in history. Yep, I'm approaching the railway station now. So this is Hazrat Nizamuddin railway station, a station that I'm going to take to Agra at 4 p.m. The time now is 1 p.m. I'm very much ahead of time. Yeah, just that I would like to get familiarized with the situation first before going for my lunch nearby. Just like in any other mega city of the world, so in those big cities, normally you do have more than one train station in the capital. So New Delhi is not an exception. There are more than 2 rail stations in New Delhi. So whenever when you buy the ticket, just make sure that you know which station to go on board. Yeah. So this is Hazrat Nizamuddin. It is 6 kilometers away from New Delhi station. Yeah. So I'm going up right now. Oh. Okay, hello. There's lots of security at the train station. I ended up keep running my backpack. Oh, okay. I still got about 4 more hours to kill before boarding my train. So that's why I thought of having my lunch around this area. Yeah. So this is just next to the Nazaram train station. It's another enclave by itself. Yeah, there's things to eat, places to live, there's guest house, yeah, everything. What you do need, you can have it here. Oh, so Oyo is here. There's a lot of eateries here. However, I think this is not the kind of eateries that I want to go in. I prefer somewhat more spacious and yeah, a little more cozy. Yeah, I don't mind not eating, but I do really need a place to rest my feet and have some soft drinks. Yeah. So look at the pubs. Yep, it's feeding time. I'm a little bit hungry as well. But there seems to be no decent place that I want to go to. In my part of the world, Oyo is run as a budget hotel. Yeah, but over here, it seems to me that these are run like a personal guest house. So that's the reason why I'm a little bit puzzled. Okay, when I look at Booking.com, and there's a lot of, and you can see the lowest review on the Booking website are those Oyo. So I was wondering why they have such a low ratings. So now I know. I think because this is essentially run as if like a own guest house. Yeah. So there's no such thing called what do you call that? Franchiseship. So in franchise, so what you actually get is a very standardized level of services provided. Yeah. So you don't get all this like lousy services and all those things. So now I know. Yeah. Oyo here it just means that it is home run guest house. Yep, I got back at the train station again. At the train station, yeah, I bought my own soft drinks. Yeah, sit here rather than to go outside and endure all these noises and all those people trying to sell you some things. I'm at NZM station right now. So this is how it looks like. Oh, such a colorful train. Actually, you can even shampoo your hair over there. I think you can get to see all sorts of things when you're in India. People trying to wash up. Where's the gents? And so there's an incoming train. Wow, the train is traveling so slow. Let's see who is faster, whether by walking or the train. This looks like a local train. All these hard seats. Not sure where it goes to. Anyway, I'm just hanging around this place until my train comes at around 5. Yeah. Now it's still like 2 p.m. I actually wanted to hang around outside to have a drink and all those things like that. But just that, wow, once I get outside, there's a lot of pushy tuk-tuk driver, people trying to kind of talks, trying to kind of sell me accommodations, blah blah blah. I think it's getting very tiring just to stay outside. So in the end, I just come back to the station and hang around the station. I feel like washing my hair as well. Yeah, my hair is so dry. Yeah. There's all these drinking water taps here. I believe behind that's the filter. But I'm just not sure whether these are safe or not. So I think it's still better to just pay for bottled water. I climb up into the cabin, the local train cabin. Oh, look at that. All these are the handles. So basically these are the standing carriage. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure whether I will be taking such local train, but just in case. So these are the more long distance one, the intercity. Like they have all this AC3, AC2 sleeper carriage. So these are the local one which doesn't have any sleeping facilities. Right, let me get out of the train. These are the seats one. Yeah. So all these are the seats. Just now when I was there, just now that the other cabin was actually just standing room. So these are the hard seat.
How many price this camera?
Sorry? Oh, price. Oh, it's about $300.
$300.
Yeah.
Indian currency?
I'm not sure. It's about maybe 18,000. Thank you. I've reached my platform number 5. So I'm just going to try my theory, whether I'm able to locate my cabin. So you just take reference to the next train, which is over here. So there's all this S1, B6 and all those things. So roughly you will know where your cabin sits. So this is B6, AC3 tier. So chances are my train will be around here because I'm taking AC3. Again, this is how you read the train ticket. Is B3, that's my coach number, and my bed number is 40. SU is side up. Okay, side means the by the side, and U stand for up. Yeah. So B3, I need to go to B3. So this is B4 right in front of me. So chances are my there's another incoming train. Yep, that's behind. Yep, so this is B3. Okay, so it's roughly here. I must have overcomplicated things. Yeah, I think what you need to do is just to look at this signboard here. So this is the coach 22222, that's my train number. And then after that, that's B3. Yeah, so it is here, not further up. Yeah, so I'm wrong. Yep, so yeah, that's the only thing that you can do and keep you challenged and entertained while waiting for a train that is 3 hours, more than 3 hours well in ahead. So the other train has moved, has left the station. So when's my turn? It stopped again. For what reason, I don't know.
477 Utkal Express from Puri via Bilaspur to Yomnagri Rishikesh via Ghaziabad Meerut is starting at platform number 11.
Yes, my train has arrived finally. Okay, B3 is where I'm boarding. Right, B3. It's still pitch dark. Below, 40 is above. So this is my bed. So that's the one of the good thing of getting a train that is at the originating stop. The toilet is spotlessly clean. Yeah, it's clean because this is the first station. Yeah, so try as much as possible to kind of book an originating train from the city that you are in. Gosh, I could even smell the air freshener just now. So yeah, speaking of first station, so you get a welcome pack. This one. Oh, soup. So it comes with sheets and a blanket, yeah, and a pillow. Everything smells, yeah, it smells clean and new. Sorry, I just... Okay, so now try to do the sheets. Nobody used the blanket anyway, so normally that's the first layer. After this comes the next layer of bed sheet. I actually can't decipher whether which is the bed sheet and which is the blanket. I believe the thinner one is the blanket. Yeah, that's all. That's a horrible made baking, but yeah. First of all, I think it's just for... So it's just for 2 hours, so just don't care. And anyway, so long as it protects me from the cleanliness, I think that's all. Next, set up your battery supply and charge up all the electronic appliances that you have. This side of the bed is called the side bed as compared to over there. Yeah. So on the other side, it has got a 3-bed configuration, lower, middle, and top. Over here is just 2. Is that it has got enough headroom, yeah, for me. So I don't have to sit down there. I think if you get the middle or top, you will have to sit down for most of the time. Yeah, until it's time for you to sleep. So for me, I can just sleep throughout. And as such configuration will need to pay slightly more than the 3-bed configuration. There's newspaper to be distributed. I believe that's yesterday's newspaper. Yeah, I read it somewhere. So naturally I don't get a copy because they're all in Hindi. I think so. Yeah. So I've just got up of my upper bunk. So last time I kind of slept in the middle over there. So this time around here, I think that's better because I can sleep throughout. Yeah. Yeah. So very cozy. Before that, I put my bags over there because I may not need that much of space. And my shoes is up here, yeah, so that it won't get obstructed if I were to put it below. Yep, so I'm living off my life for the next 3 hours on this deck. Yeah, I'm not going down anywhere. Alright, good night. It's a 3 hours ride from Delhi to Agra. So one final thing is to check what time your train is supposed to be there. So my train will end in Agra at 18:45. Yep, so you can actually get it from the app itself. Yeah. So the next thing is in fact the last thing is to just set the alarm to wake you up before that. If not, you will go all the way to Mumbai. 40?
आगरा तक जाओ आगरा तक
Agra.
आपका
Thank you. Wow. It's water. Oh, thank you. Wow, there's even food. I don't exactly know what is it like because some train journey have food, some doesn't have food. Yeah, so that's something that I have yet to figure out. So here's unboxing the food that I'm eating. There's this sandwich. Frankly, I don't know what's in there. I think, yeah, it's still like a glue on it. And then there's some, this thing is warm. Okay, of course, I don't know what is it. And this, some dessert. What is that? I don't know what is it. This, I believe, are peanuts. And there's tea pack. Wow, I'm impressed. So I believe later on that someone will be coming over to kind of give chai and water, of course. I think that's was given earlier. Interesting, yeah. Anyway, since there's free food given to me, of course I pay for it somehow. Yeah, I'm not going to complain anything. Oh shit. English tea. Calm my nerve. And that's the dessert. Very plain. Feel some jam. I'm actually eating like a refugee on my bed. Our car is still moving. The bread is very plain. It's still warm. I still can't decipher what's that, even though I had almost half of it. Yes, I first Agra. I think the train ride takes about 2 hours. It was a little bit late, maybe 30 minutes late. But well, I first Agra at 9:17. Yeah, people are jostling to get up of the train. I don't know why, because yeah, I actually kind of didn't go down as fast as initially, and then I was kind of stuck in there. Everybody started coming up without me going down. Yeah, so I just have to force my way out again. Oh, my train has left, so I see why they keep pushing me out. Yes, I first Agra.